everyone, it's Marlene. Welcome back to my channel. I decided to do a look for you using the Too Faced Totally Cute, which, as you know, I haven't even swatched. I haven't put any stickers on, and I put it in this week's weekly box because I thought, I've had this since early June and I have yet to use it. And I think you all have seen these colors. Okay, let's get to it so we don't have a 35-minute video. I'm going to start off with Double Scoop.
And Double Scoop is a matte cream. I'm placing that all over my lid and on my movable lid. And I realized that I had forgotten to use a concealer, so I'm taking this opportunity to show you what I'm doing. I'm using a Wet n Wild brush to apply Becca Corrector in Papaya, and that's to eliminate the dark circles that I have under my eyes today. And they were pretty bad. Now I am taking the Makeup Forever in Y33 on the mini beauty blender, and notice that I didn't apply it directly under my eyes, but rather a little bit further. And now I'm just patting it in and working my way up, and I look up in order to make sure that all of the concealer goes really in between all the lines. Kind of stretches the skin a bit when you do that, or when I do that. Now I'm going in with some RCMA powder and just setting this up a bit, just because I have a lot of product there. I will leave the link to everything I use down below. And the RCMA powder is nice because it is finely milled and it's very, very inexpensive. And what's left over on the brush, I am going to pat it all over my lid and make sure that all the colors are applied evenly when I start applying the shadows. Now I am using Chocolate Donut from the Totally Cute palette, and purposely I didn't put it on especially neat, because sometimes when we're beginners we really don't have the handle on how to do this, and I want to show you that it doesn't have to be perfect when you first apply it, and we'll just even it out and blend it as we go on through our makeup application. The brushes I'm using are all Morphe brushes. Now I am taking a Morphe brush, and this is the E22, and I'm using it to blend the Chocolate Donut. And as you can see, it's blending up very nicely and the harsh lines are slowly disappearing. Blending is really, really the key for the application to look flawless, or as close to flawless as we can get it. And I use circular motions and windshield wiper motion. Now I am using some of the Bunny Foo Foo for the transition right above where I created the crease. And I do this to try to make a crease because I don't have one due to my hooded eyes. I'm going back with the E22 and I'm blending the two colors together. Now I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm applying more of the Chocolate Donut and more in the outer V, just to intensify that area a bit more. I like like the outer V to be a deep, darker color. I feel it truly opens up the eye when you add a lighter color towards the inner eye and the darker color towards the outer V. And that pencil brush is an M507 from Morphe. Now I'm going back with my fluffy E33 and I'm blending the outer V to make sure I eliminate those harsh lines. And as you will see as the video continues, that I continue using the fluffy brush throughout. It's a good idea to apply and blend and apply and blend. Now I am using a flat brush from Morphe to apply Clover, and this brush is the M167. And notice that I am just patting, I am not swiping, and that way you have a good control of the color and apply it right where you want it to, instead of having it fly all over the place. Now on the other eye, I'm doing the same thing, just pat, pat, pat that Clover. I didn't use a primer. I wanted to see how much pigmentation the color actually had. Now I take a look, and this is what we have so far. And I noticed that I needed a bit more blending, and it's okay. It's okay to go back, and it looks as if I'm using a heavy hand with the blending, but I'm actually doing this very, very lightly, so I don't lose any of the green. There is nothing on that brush. I'm going back with the Bunny Foo Foo and intensifying the transition a bit. I'm back with the fluffy brush and blending a little bit more. Now I'm using the Morphe brush, my favorite, and I can't remember the name of it, but like I said, I'll leave it down below. Actually, it's the E36, and I am using Meow, which is the deep purple in this palette. I'm using that for my lower lash line. Now I'm using the mini blender just to clean up any fallout, and I am going in with the M507 and smudging up Meow a bit. Now I am using Shooting Star to highlight my brow bone. And I'm using the same Shooting Star as a highlight. I wanted to see how it looked. Just patting it down to mix it up a bit. Now with my big fluffy Morphe brush, I'm using the Guerlain in Terracotta, just to warm up the face a bit and define my cheekbones. And now from the Tartiest palette, I'm using Dream, which is a matte blush. Now for my lipstick, I'm using the Bare Minerals Gen Nude, and I will leave the color listed down below because I don't have it in front of me. And here's the finished look.
All right, I did my lashes. I used the Stila. This is a deluxe sample and I really, really like it. I also added a little bit of highlight from YSL, and that's about it. I absolutely love this palette. This is the first time that I used it, and I thought the colors are very pigmented. I didn't need to wet the brush when I used the green. They blended very nicely, and I think the finished look is really, really pretty. So I'm really happy with this palette and so looking forward to creating more looks with it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you have this palette, if you're thinking about getting it. I love reading your comments. All right, thank you everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for visiting, for supporting me, and for all the kind words you always leave to me. And don't forget, follow your passion. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.